Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very welcome to another video of Advanced Arabic short course. The last 3 videos actually, they are very short because actually it's not much dependent on the video, it's rather some vocabulary in the next 3 videos that you will have to remember. So the work is up to you. But they're fun and they're really easy, and it will really kind of motivate you to understand Quran, because these vocabularies, most of them you already know, but you will know how they're having impact in the Quran. So before starting, let's just get straight to it. The same old introduction again. So the topic we have today is Harf Ataf. Now Ataf actually Ataf. So the harf that are used to connect two sentences, guys, easily conjunction. We did conjunction in English, right? And this is harf ataf in Arabic. So it's used to connect sentences. Now how do you do that? For example, you have many vocabulary for this. We'll go through them one by one, and most of them have some kind of extra impact on the sentence itself, on the jumlat, that is. So there are many of them. They occur numerous times in the Quran. Yeah, one of the biggest advantage you get is if you memorize them, you will find them again and again and again and again. So it's like a kind of boost to your vocabulary, just like the pronouns. Remember, the moment you memorize the pronouns, you find them in every ayah. So it's kind of like almost in every ayah you'll find it. So it's this harf ataf also appear a lot. So we'll start with wa. And let me get my pen, and the color for today will be blue. So it means and. Wa shamsu wal da, and wa can sometimes mean an oath, wal asr. However, most of the time it's and. So it's and. So something and something. I have many ayats that have wow. Most of them you even memorized. For example, why don't you go at the beginning? Siratal lazina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Wala, wa, and not. So you're connecting those two sentences. So that's how you use wa. Appears numerous times. You'll find it again and again and again. You find it in Surah Fatiha. You find it almost like 200 times in Surah Baqarah, even more. You find it in Surah Al-Imran, and then so and so. Now we have fa. Fasajudu illa iblis. All of them prostrated except iblis. So fa is then, or as a result. So kinda sometimes you will see, for example, you will find in Surah Toha, not actually Toha, Surah Al-Qasas, that Musa alayhi salam prayed to Allah that Allah, anything you give me, I can totally use it. And then fa. So fa was used, that there were two women, so the girl walked to him shyly. So the fa is sometimes kind of it means as a result. So it's very important to have this in mind. Not only then, because then it will remove this idea that the dua was accepted from your mind. Fa appears a lot, and this ma'atuf only occurs if ma'atuf alai occurs. By the way, I forgot to describe what is ma'atuf alai and what is ma'atuf itself. The part before it is called ma'atuf alai, so that means the part after. So if it's A, W and C, so this W is ma'atuf alai and this is the ma'atuf, and this is the harf ataf. So harf ataf, ma'atuf alai and the ma'atuf. Okay, that's the format. Moving on, the next one. So here we have aw. So the word aw also aw means or, but it doesn't appear in questions. Yeah, it's strange. It doesn't appear in questions. Have they lost their mind, or are they trying to pretend that they have lost their mind? sentences like that will have aw. So that's for aw. And then you have thumma, which means then. Notice that fa also means then, but thumma is kind of delayed. So thumma, the timeline of thumma is more than fa. So that's the difference you need to know. English won't say after a long time. The English translation will be then. If it's fa, it will still be then. If it's thumma, it will still be then. But you need to see if it's fa or if it's thumma. Okay, moving on. Imma, either or imma, appears when there are multiple options. So if you are told to pick between a lot of choices, you have a lot of choices, then you will have imma. There is a reason why I'm not providing examples over here. You do understand that I told you before that you have to, these are simple vocabulary. If you just start reading Surah Al-Baqarah, you will find most of them. Otherwise, I will be discussing about in a video just on how we will use this grammatical knowledge we completed to get practical results out of this. So don't think, okay, he's not giving any examples. Another reason I'm not giving example is that since there are no examples over here, almost no, you can just open the Quran and find these words yourself and see for yourself. That is also another purpose. Okay, so moving on to the next one. There are a set of words over here, and they are the final ones. Probably you have heard this one. Also means or, but it appears in a question. Hasibtu ashab al-kahfi, or did they pretend that, or did they think that we will add from Surah Al-Kahf. So you have these examples. So can appear in question, but sorry about that. Can appear in questions, but aw can't. Okay, so bal, you know this one. It appears a lot. If you recite Quran, you probably had this a lot, and it appears a lot of times in the for last Juz 30. Okay, so it means weather. So you probably had this a lot. No, wait, bal doesn't mean weather. Bal means weather. Sorry, weather is the other meaning of If it appears in a question, it means or, but if it appears otherwise, then it's weather. Hasibtu ashab al, or. That's in Surah Kahf, you will find the meaning or. Otherwise, if you see it between a sentence, between ism and fi'l, then you will have a meaning of weather. Because we all know bal means rather. No, they don't understand. This kind of sentences are used for bal. Means rather. It's used to refute someone saying something wrong. Allah would use the word bal for a lot of reasons, and one of the things is they don't understand, they don't believe at all. In these cases, bal is used. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. That's lakum, not lakun. Lakun is different. It means however. It is also used to refute someone saying something wrong, but it is also used to correct statement, just like this one. So what's the difference between them? Well, as you can see, kind of like here, it is more way. It's more of a way that okay, this is not right, rather this is right. And over here, it's even stronger because they think this is right. However, actually this is right. So kind of like that. You see. The last two are special harfs that are used for correction in the Quran by Allah. So we better pay good attention to these two. These two are used to make refutations. So guys, that's all for Harf Ataf. We'll be practicing examples later, Insha'Allah, on a separate video, maybe even after Sarf. But you have the vocabulary. The grammatical items that required examples, I did provide examples in them. For example, negations, kana. But these, it's better that you find them yourself in the Quran, translate the meaning, compare the new things you know, and then you will find the gems yourself. So that's all. Now let's see what's our progress. Well, it's almost 65, on the way to the end, and we still have 2 more to do for grammar, and then we'll move on to Sarf and dictionary, where you will be a master in understanding vocabulary. So we are looking forward to that, and jazakallahu khairan for watching. So you have 2 more videos in grammar, inshallah, and after that we'll be moving to Sarf, which may take a long time because it's really hard to prepare all these videos. Don't forget to download the handouts, guys, and keep me in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.